Now, let's go straight away to formulation of questions. When you read a text, you should be able to ask yourself, what are the possible questions that an examiner can ask from a story? What are the possible approaches that an examiner can give in asking of questions in a story? Number one, the examiner is likely to ask about the genre. So question number one can be, what you should ask yourself is, what is the genre? What is the genre of the story? What is the genre of the story? Allow me to rush through the genre of the story because this is one area that almost everyone gets confused. Let me clarify and take you through the genre of the story. When we read this story, we saw that it was teaching us or informing us or educating us or exposing us to what the Amazon is and what it contains. Now, when we talk about the genre of the story we mean, what is the genre doing to us? In which group does this story belong to? That is genre. Now, this story is teaching us about the Amazon. It's informing us about the Amazon. It's also exposing us to the Amazon. To expose simply means to make someone familiar to. It's making us familiar to the lives and patterns of the Amazon. So what is the genre of the story? This story is found in this group. Number one, it's an informative text. It's an informative text. A synonym for informative text is educational text. Synonym for educational text is expository text. What I want you to understand is informative, educational text, expository text, they mean the same thing. Informative, educational text, expository text mean the same thing. They are exposing, giving information. Next question that can ask yourself will be, how does the Amazon look like? Or describe the appearance of the Amazon. Number two, the thing you are reading about, how is it? How has the writer described it? So number two should be, how does the Amazon is a proper noun, it's a name of place. How does the Amazon look like? How does the Amazon look like? Or you can rephrase it or frame it. Describe the appearance of the Amazon. Describe the appearance. Describe the appearance of the Amazon. Describe the appearance of the Amazon. I will write all the questions, then we'll go through them faster. Number three. With vivid evidence, list 3 features that make the Amazon unique. So we write that. With vivid evidence, list 3 features. List 3 features that make the Amazon Amazon, unique. These are questions that need revisiting a text. Anytime you're reading a question, don't assume that you read the text before so you have the answers offhand. Every time you visit a text, you are bound to find new information or new ideas that you didn't notice prior. So every time you read a question, make sure you are revisiting the text. Unless you are asked, think, what do you think? Even when you're asked to think, try to get from which part of the text is the examiner expecting you to answer your question. Then you'll know the kind of approach to give your answer. Number 4. Why is the Amazon the earth's greatest treasure? Why is the Amazon the earth's greatest treasure? Number 5. I'll quote from the story. Make it one of the earth's greatest treasure. Make it one of the earth's greatest treasure. Why? What does this statement mean? Number 6. On which subheading can one find information about nutrition and economic activity? On which subheading can one find information about nutrition and economic activities? Number 7. List 5 crops grown in the Amazon. List 5 crops grown in the Amazon. Number 8. Name 4 crops that were first grown in the Amazon before other people discovered them. Name 4 crops that were first grown in the Amazon before other people discovered them. Number 9. What does a century mean? What does a century mean? Number 10. I'll quote from the story. Recent popularity as a worldwide treat. Recent popularity as a worldwide treat. What does this statement mean? Number 11. What is the synonym of fascinating? Let me just say, a synonym is a word that sounds similar to. If you can get a synonym, you should also be thinking about the antonym. The antonym is the opposite of a word. So, if you're asked, what is the synonym? Anytime you read a story and your mind is running through the synonym, please allow your mind also to ponder about the possible antonym of the word that you're reading. Number 11, I'll repeat it. What is the synonym of fascinating? What is the synonym of fascinating? Number 12. What is the antonym of fascinating? What is the antonym of fascinating? Number 13. I'll quote from the story. What's special about the size of some rainforest animals? Question mark. What's special about the size of some rainforest animals? Question mark. Why has the writer used this time? Why has the writer used this time? Number 13. Describe the capybara. Describe the capybara. Number 15. What is a wetland? What is a wetland? Also, as you think of what is a wetland, look for a synonym of a wetland. Look for a synonym of a wetland. Number 16. What are rodents? What are rodents? Number 16. Quoting from the story. Goliath bird eating. Goliath bird eating. What style is this and why has the writer used it? What style is this and why has the writer used it? Number 18. Synonym of span as used in the story. Synonym of span as used in the story. 19. Army ants, quoting from the story. Army ants march in groups of thousands. Army ants march in groups of thousands. What does this statement tell you about army ants? Number 20. Army ants march in groups of thousands as they are able to kill every insect and small animals in their paths. Army ants march in groups of thousands so they are able to kill every insect and animal in their path. Quoted from the story. What does this tell you about the ants? What does this tell you about the ants? 21. Army ants. What does this name suggest? What does this name suggest? 22. Dreaded demons. What does this name suggest? dreaded demons. What does this name suggest? 23. I've formulated pretty lots of questions so that I give you a variety of what you can look at. 23. Under which subheading are we likely to find information about the dangerous animals in the Amazon? Under which subheading are we likely to find information about the dangerous animals in the Amazon? 24. What the deadliest animal, quoted from the story, what the deadliest animal, question mark, why has the writer used this style? 24. Read the information under the subheading, dreaded animals. Which animal do you think is the most dangerous and why? 26. It's a tough competition. What does this statement mean? It's a tough competition. What does this statement mean? 27. Rainforest teem with creatures that could bite. Rainforest teem with creatures that could bite. Which word has the writer used to mean to work together? Which word has the writer used to mean to work together? 28. List 3 ways in which animals can kill people. List 3 ways in which animals can kill people. 28. They are abbreviated. Not abbreviated, sorry. Contraction. They are. The writer has used apostrophe of omission to contract this word. The writer has used apostrophe of omission to contract this word. Write the word in full. Write the word in full. 30. Quoting from the story. Thankfully, they're most likely to attack each other. Thankfully, they're mostly to attack each other. Exclamation mark. What does this statement mean? B. Which language feature has been used in the above statement? Which statement? Thankfully, they are more likely to attack each other. Question mark. Which language feature has the examiner used in the above? Which language feature has been used in the above statement? 30. What does the word wandering mean? What does the word wandering mean? 31. From the story, quoting, flesh-ripping predators. Flesh-ripping predators. What does this statement mean? 31b. How has the writer used a hyphen in the above statement? Flesh-ripping predators. How has the writer used a hyphen in the above statement? 33. What is the antonym of predators? Earlier we said antonym means opposite. What's the antonym of predators? Allow me to ponder more on the questions. I've written more questions for you guys. I'll continue from my notebook. We are going to 34. What does the anaconda, 34. How does the anaconda kill its prey? How does the anaconda kill its prey? 35. Quoting from the story, a show of piranhas can eat a person in minutes. A show of piranhas can eat a person in minutes. What does this tell you about piranhas? What does this tell you about piranhas? Don't worry, I'm almost there with the questions. 36. Quoting from the story, protect our rainforest. In what other way can we write this? Protect our rainforest. In what other way can we write this? 37. A patch of forest the size of 50 football pitches is chopped down every minute. What does this statement mean? A patch of the forest the size of 50 football pitches is chopped down every minute. What does this statement mean? Lastly, 38. Irreplaceable plants and animals will be lost forever. Quoting from the story. Irreplaceable plants and animals will be lost forever. Which other word can be used for lost forever? Which other word can be used from lost forever? That is it for the question. Now we're going to look at the possible composition from the story. Possible compositions from the story, The Amazing Amazon.